Hi, I'm Brandon Borbeck, and I'm going to give you the review of the movie that is The Wolfman. First up, we all know, if you've been paying attention to the production of this film, that it was shelved for almost 2 years, went through 2 directors, and then had reshoots at the very end to punch up the ending. Now, needless to say, this movie was credited finally as being director Joe Johnston's brainchild, that I'm not exactly sure what brain he was using. First and foremost, the movie's terrible. God awful. I was expecting something, had high hopes for it considering the fact that Bram Stoker's Dracula was a very good movie. Unfortunately, this movie fell short in so many areas. There's no mention of time whatsoever, so unless you're actually paying attention to the amount of full moons that take place during this movie, you're really not going to have any concept of time whatsoever. Things feel fast and forced, much like Benicio del Toro's and Emily Blunt's romance together. There's just no account for it. He comes to find his little brother's dead body at the very beginning of the movie, and then gets bitten while trying to pursue the beast, ends up becoming the Wolfman himself, giving us the first of many transformation sequences. Only the first is withstanding. The rest seem horrible computer rejects, something that should have been aborted a long time ago. Anthony Hopkins' brilliant performance in Bram Stoker's Dracula comes back to play the dad in a horrible, horrible thing. Often in times of reflection, I'm thinking that he's probably counting how much money he was getting paid to do this movie. Besides the transformation, the gore in this movie should have been something that they should have paid more attention to, namely being that there are certain scenes that are way over the top, and then there's other gore scenes that have no violence whatsoever. So they really sat on the fence on this one, which they should have decided to go full out gore or go the Hitchcockian route and leave it all up to the mind. They couldn't decide on either. The score on this is a blatant ripoff of the Bram Stoker Dracula's theme, and it's very notable and very horrible. Vic Armstrong was brought in to punch up the ending. They used an originally scripted ending, which happens 20 minutes before the movie ends, thus bringing us to a climax involving 2 Wolfmen, surprise, surprise, in a scene that looks like Teen Wolf versus Teen Wolf 2, with fire. I know, with fire. I was impressed as well. Beyond that, the movie was terrible. My review is terrible, which represents the entire movie itself. From A to B, you're just thoroughly bored with the movie. So much so that my screen partner that I went to the movie with decided that text messaging the scores for what games we're playing was more entertaining than what he was currently watching, even though it was free.